This video is provided as supplementary material for courses taught at Howard Community College. And in this video, I want to show how to convert between degrees and radians. And it's really a very simple process. To understand the process, all we have to do is remember that a circle can be measured in degrees, and that's 360 degrees, or it could be measured in radians, and a circle in radians is 2 pi radians. Given that fact, a semicircle, a half a circle, would have half as many degrees. It would have 180 degrees, or it would have just pi as its radian measure. Now let's take that information and figure out how to convert 30 degrees into radians. So what I'm going to do is take these two numbers, 180 degrees and pi, and make a fraction. If they equal each other, and one number is the numerator and one number is the denominator, the fraction will equal 1. So I'm going to make a fraction pi over 180 degrees. Now what happens when I do this, when I multiply, is the degree signs cancel out. I've got a 30 in a numerator over here and 180 down here in the denominator. I can simplify this. I can divide both numbers by 30. So I get a 1, and the 180 divided by 30 is just, let's see, that's 6. So I get pi over 6 as the radian measure that's equivalent to 30 degrees. Okay, let's do one more radian. One more degrees into radians. This is going to be a not quite as nice a number, 17 degrees. I'll use the same process. I'm going to multiply that by pi over 180 degrees. I can cancel out the degrees, but I can't simplify the 17 and the 180. So I'll just multiply. I'm going to get 17 pi over 180. This is a radian measure. What I probably want to do with this is put that number into the calculator and get it as a decimal, which would also be radians, of course. Okay, so that's how you convert from degrees to radians, by multiplying by the fraction pi over 180 degrees. Now, to convert radians to degrees, we're going to use basically the same idea. Let's say we have pi over 12, and we want to convert this into degrees. I'm just going to take the fraction I used before and flip it over. It'll still be equal to 1. So I'm going to have 180 degrees over pi. When I multiply, the first thing I see is that the pi cancels. I've got 180 degrees in a numerator and 12 in a denominator. I can divide both of these numbers by 12. That puts a 1 down here in the denominator. And 12 into 180 is 15. So that's just going to be 15. I've still got the degree sign. My answer is 15 degrees. Okay? And let's do one more. So let's say I start out with 2.5 as my radian measure. I'm going to multiply that by 180 degrees over pi. There's not much I can do in terms of simplifying this, so I'll just multiply across 2.5 times 180 degrees. That's going to give me, let's see, 450 degrees divided by pi, and then I'll put this into a calculator and find what the decimal number is that this equals. And that once again will be a degree measure. Okay, so that's basically the whole process. If you're going from degrees to radians, you're going to use pi over 180 for the fraction that you multiply by. If you're going from radians to degrees, you'll flip that fraction and use 180 degrees over pi. And that's it. Take care. I'll see you next time.